There's been a lot of speculation about David Moyes' future at the club. If he wins the Europa Conference League, does he deserve to stay?
So personally, I think he's made a lot of mistakes this year. The fact that we only got safety last weekend is very, very disappointing. Europe is a huge, huge thing for the fans. If he wins it, I don't think it looks good for another manager, because how can you sack him if he wins the tournament? But he needs to change his attitude and opinions about what we are as a team, how we play, and how we do things going forwards. But you know, we're here to make history. If we win it, he's part of that, so you can't deny him that.
Absolutely. West Ham have not won a trophy in a long, long time. David Moyes has brought, a massive part to West Ham by winning the trophy. You've got to give him next season, not the whole season, depending how we start, but definitely going into it. I know we've not had a great Premier League, but got to give him a great start next season, definitely.
I think it's been a bit of a poor showing since the last 6 games of the previous season and all through this. And it's just, to me, it's a stubbornness not to change. So for me, no, I'd like to see somebody else a bit more forward thinking.
I can't find any fault in Moyes. If you look at Southampton, you look at Leeds, you look at Everton, they've all sacked their managers. I think it's us and Forest are the only 2 that have stayed loyal, and that's the reason we're probably out of the bottom 3. I'd like to keep him on for another year at least.
Of course he does. David Moyes has been brilliant for us. I'm an old school West Ham fan. I've seen some of our managers of the past. David Moyes' record stands head and shoulders above many of those managers. 6th, 7th, European twice, and a European final. Who else can produce that?
The league form this year has been dire, really. It's papered over cracks, the European form, and we haven't really played anyone of note other than Alkmaar, if I'm honest. Yeah, he probably does deserve to stay. Do I want him to stay? No, that's 2 completely different sort of scenarios, I guess. I feel like if we had someone who could play a bit more sort of expansive football, I feel like you'd get the best out of the players that we signed in the summer. But again, that's another question, isn't it? So, but yeah, I do think he probably does deserve it.
I think he definitely deserves to stay. And I was actually one of the probably minority that I wanted him to stay anyway. I mean, I was at Brighton away when obviously we got absolutely stuffed, and that's probably the time when I felt maybe he should have gone. But once I calmed down a bit after that result, I felt it was right to stick by him, and it's been proved totally right. And if we win the Conference League, then he should definitely stay next season.